He said, you will see a time in this nation when people will see relationships between two men or two women just as admirable as relationships between a man and a woman. Your president is pushing the New Age agenda's homosexual agenda. Are you with me? Let's keep going.
Wow. That shows fornication.
That's the cartoon, The Family Guy. And that's so hilarious. It's so funny.
It is funny.
Two men and then naked men come in the room. Let me tell you something. The very fact that you laugh at it means you've already been God. Because when you immediately see things like that, if your mind was clear, if your eye was clear, you would be appalled. You would gasp. You would not be able to laugh. So if you giggle, you've already tested the temperature of your own heart. And it lets you know that you need to strengthen your relationship with God. It's a time for revival and reformation to take place in your heart. Let's go forward. Look at this.
Wow.
Simpsons. Again.
I'm done.
What is it? It's on every front. Let's keep going.
Oh, Lord. She right there. She's over her.
Now I'm gonna pass this video. But this is where we all know that Lady Gaga is. She's what she is.
She's a lot of stuff.
But she's a professed bisexual for sure. Now, pay attention to this. Remember, they say we're going to make everything occultic. Am I right or wrong here?
Right.
I'm showing you how the principles of the New Age agenda are being carried out right under our noses. And they're not just happening in isolated areas. They're happening in the living room of every home throughout this world.
That's right.
Mostly every home. Amen. Lest the 7,000 be drawn into this. Now, notice something. Lady Gaga, and she's standing in between two what? Notice she's standing in between two pillars. Now look at this other absurd picture of Lady Gaga. Notice what she has between, she's between again. Two pillars. You see the pillars, right?
Yes, sir.
Notice the interesting positioning of her hand. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Take notice of that because it's not just a nice little pose she was striking for you.
What?
Does that look familiar?
Yeah.
This is Baphomet. Baphomet is the occult representation of Satan. Notice that Baphomet's hands are in the same position as Lady Gaga's. Did you notice it? If she didn't have the armrest there, it'd be the same thing. This hand position is a cult symbol for a principle that is stated as this: as above, so below. As above, so below. And let me explain this whole thing, as above, so below, to you. During the initiation rites of a Freemason, or even if you're going into Wicca, are you familiar with Wicca?
Yeah.
Modern day witchcraft, modern day witches and warlocks. One of the things that are common thread with them all is that many of them make you say the Lord's Prayer backwards.
What?
Yeah, you have to say the Lord's Prayer backwards. Now, you know in the Lord's Prayer, you say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in other words, thy will be done below as it is done above. But the Pope principle is backwards. As above, so below. In other words, Satan, thy will be done in heaven the way it is done here in earth. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I want you to pay close attention to something else. Notice that Baphomet has breasts. Because they believe in androgyny. Do you know what it means to be androgynous? To be male and female. There is no true sex. Why would the devil want something like that in his government? Because the devil wants to be like what? The Most High. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
What did Jesus say about the angels in heaven when the Pharisees asked him about marriage? He said, the angels neither marry, neither are given in marriage because the angels they're androgynous. They don't have a sex. But God has ordained male and female here on planet Earth in the human race. For this order of creation, he said, so God made man in his image. In his own image made he him, male and female made he them. We are a new order of creation. We are not like angels. But the devil desires to erase this line. And in so doing, what is he doing? And he is also perverting or destroying the image of God.
Wow.
The attack is against Christ, but he's attacking Christ through those whom he has made in his image. So if I can destroy man that was made in his image, I'm smacking Christ in the face.
Wow.
And I'm also establishing a kingdom that is, in a perverted sense, along the same lines of that which is above. Do you get it? Notice the, what? Come on, guys. That's not the all-seeing eye right there. Thank you. I like the young brother. It's the pentagram, brother. Notice the pentagram that's on his head. Pay attention to it. It means so much. Notice also that there's the moons, the half moons here. Just all these principles are going to play into everything that you're going to see later. Notice that the moon here is lighted up in white, but down here it's black.
Wow.
Because he wants the same light that rules the earth to rule in, but it's the moon. Remember that, okay?
Okay.
The lesser light, not the sun, but the moon.
Wow.
Remember that. Remember that. Let's go forward. And also, he's the light bearer. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, both of these pictures, as I showed you earlier, have pillars. These pillars are supposed to be symbolic of Solomon, the pillars that are in Solomon's temple, Jachin and Boaz. In Freemasonry, Solomon's temple plays into many of their allegorical dramas that they use in their initiation rites. All right? They take the Bible and they twist it around and use it for their occult practices. Solomon's temple plays a massive role in this. The measurements, everything. Jachin and Boaz. Now,